Alrighty guys, I'm on the property of an old insane asylum, but it's behind me. It's a huge campus and there's all kinds of buildings, but I want to show you something that's here in a little town in Traverse City, Michigan called the Hippie Tree. It is, or they say, it's the portal to hell. If you walk around it a certain way, in a certain direction, it's the portal to hell. Those who've done it apparently are no longer here to talk about it. So I don't know. But anyway, let's go check out the Hippie Tree here in Michigan and the portal to hell. Let's go check it out. Okay, so we're going to try to find it here. And I guess the branches are painted bright colors. Now we're on a trail. I think we have to go up. I think we have to go up a trail a bit and then turn right. And then there's a clearing. So I'm going to do my best to find it and show you the Hippie Tree and tell you a little bit about it. Let's go. Check out this trail. It's actually nice out today, and you can just show you the area. It's actually really peaceful, but deep in the woods outside of this old insane asylum here in Traverse City, you have to go down a small path to a clearing. And the bones of an old willow tree lie there. Now, the heart of the tree has long since rotted. And there's paint all over it. But it's called the Hippie Tree. And the folklore around it is incredible. Now, it's said that it's a nexus for the spirits of those that once inhabited the hospital. Now, I showed the hospital and did a tour of the abandoned and haunted steam tunnels and buildings. But apparently the spirits of those that inhabited the hospital and the madness that haunted them lies within this tree. I don't know. I mean, who knows what's true and what's not, but I wanted to show it to you. Now, visionaries and mystics and other spiritual folks would come and meditate beneath the tree and would paint the products of their enlightenment on the limbs of the tree that surrounded them. Now, rumors and legends swirl around the tree. It's said to be haunted by several spirits, and reports of otherworldly encounters are not uncommon. Now, a portal to hell is said to open beneath its tangled roots if one walks around the tree in a certain particular way. And I think it's up here, but I could be wrong. I don't know if it's up here, but let's walk this way. And I honestly don't know if it's up here, but it's beautiful out. So let's walk this way and see if we can find it. And if we can't find it, I guess we walk another way. But anyway, if you walk in a certain pattern around the base of the tree, the rotted heart, apparently it's a portal to hell. And now I've done other sites, and one of them was the Demon House in Gary, Indiana. I did that site, and that's called the portal to hell. That goes into the basement, Now it's, the one in Gary, Indiana is just an empty piece of property now, but I did do the site and showed where the house was, and the portal is still on the property. But they call this the portal to hell. If you walk in a certain pattern around the base of the tree. So let's walk up, and I don't know if I'm close to it or if we're even going to see it, but let's see if we can find it. Now, as I was saying about the tree, nowadays, the tree stands mostly as an amalgamation of the area's culture through the art it bears. But there is a lot of history with the tree. And I read another story where apparently 2 boys had been killed up near the tree, but I don't see it. So I got to figure out how to get to it and see if I can find it. I can see a path down there, and I can see a fence, but I don't see the tree. So I'm going to keep looking and see if I can find this hippie tree. Oh, there it is. There's the hippie tree, and the portal to hell. Now, I will tell you this now. If you're watching this video and you think I'm going to go test walking in different patterns around the base of the tree, you're wrong. You're sadly mistaken, because I'm not going to do that. Now, it is absolutely beautiful out here, and like I said, nowadays the tree sits here as a peaceful sign of those around that have painted it, and like I said, an amalgamation of the art that is here in Traverse City in the community. But the history of the tree, whether 2 young boys died up here, whether the spirits that are with the tree are from the old psychiatric hospital that's on the grounds. We're way up in the bush, but let's go take a look. This is the hippie tree right there. Check that out. Now, right down in the middle, you can see how the base of the tree it's right there, and it's all entangled. And like I said, I'm not going to go walk in any path that disturbs it. But that's the tree right there. That's pretty cool to see. I mean, even for the art of it, the artifact, and the fact that people used to come here and meditate under the tree, and maybe they still do. But that's the tree right there. It's actually very cool to see. And out of all the things that, like all the times I've come here and vlogged and things, I didn't even know the story of the hippie tree. But that's the hippie tree right there. You can see right down into the root. And you can even see right here, everything's painted and the roots are all painted. And apparently if you walk in a certain pattern around the base of the tree, which is just down there, so I'm not near it, it will open up the portal to hell. It actually goes all the way back, and you can see painting on all the branches. And on any other day, it's actually kind of cool artwork. Like it says, "I love you" up in the tree there. But that's the hippie tree right there. I'm really glad I got to see this. It is, it's a really cool piece of, I don't know, I guess you would say art. But I might even actually get a better view of it right here. There's the hippie tree. Like I said, all the branches around in the surrounding area are covered. And it's pretty cool to see. And like I said, we're on the grounds of the old psychiatric hospital. And this is just buried up in the woods, like we're way up in the woods. But it's got the bright color, and it's really, really cool. Now I read that there's a tree swing in it, and that might be it right through there. I'm not sure. I don't really see the tree swing. Like I had mentioned about it being a willow tree, but I've also read that it's actually a eucalyptus tree. And they say that it's the entrance or the portal to hell. An entrance to hell below its twisting roots is said openly when you're walking around a certain direction. Now, whether you believe that or whether you don't, it's cool to see this. And like I said, it is actually really peaceful up here. And you notice how peaceful it is up here. And I mentioned more about the state hospital in another video, but this is all part of the grounds of the state hospital. Very, very cool to see this. And I thought it would be neat to show it to you if I don't walk into any branches. Alrighty guys, I thought it was really neat to see the hippie tree. Now, with many of the paranormal sites and things like that, I don't know what's true or what's not true, and I don't pretend to know. I read the stories and I go to some of these locations, and like I said, I did the Demon House in Gary, Indiana. I've had people comment on my videos that nothing happened there, and I have people who commented on my videos and contacted me directly telling me about stories that they've encountered, that they've had, and others that have contacted me and said, absolutely, this is 100% real. The Demon House in Gary, Indiana was the portal to hell, and everything that happened there is right true to the word. You know, there's too many people that corroborated it. You had a police officer, you had nurses. So with different sites, and same thing with, we did a bar in Milwaukee, Shakers, that is haunted, and all kinds of paranormal things have happened there. So it's interesting because some people will comment that things happened, some people that will comment that things didn't, but the hippie tree is here, and I just wanted to show it to you and tell you a little bit about it. If nothing happened, then great. It's a beautiful piece of, I don't know, the art of the community. And if things did happen, if it is the portal to hell, then I don't know. What does that mean? What does it mean? Does it mean that those who walked around the routes in a certain pattern, it opened up the gates of hell? Did something happen to two boys there? I don't know, but anyway, I wanted to show you that because I thought you would find it interesting. I found it interesting only for the simple fact that I don't know the truth. And, you know, does anybody really know the truth? Right? If you're skeptical, you'll say it didn't happen. And if you're a believer, you'll say it did. So I appreciate you watching. I thank you for watching. Let's go on more adventures together. I'm going to do more true crime, celebrity graves, different landmarks, and I don't know, just some paranormal sites. And I appreciate you watching. One of the things I always say is I learn a lot from doing these vlogs. I didn't know about the Hippie Tree. I was able to go underground at the asylum in the steam tunnels. I was able to tour all the men's wards, the cottages, and I learn a lot from doing these vlogs. Same thing with Wisconsin, doing the Ed Gein sites. But the most valuable thing we have is our time, and the fact that you gave me some of your time and watched this video means a lot. And I appreciate you. I thank you. Subscribe. Let's go on more adventures together. Alrighty, guys. So we're just exploring the area near the asylum, and someone had mentioned to come back here and explore. So we're just gonna explore up here. There's the graffiti house. We're gonna go check it out. Pretty sure that's the graffiti house here by the asylum. So we're gonna go check it out. It's pretty peaceful in the bushes here. Alrighty, guys, so we're gonna walk up. There's stairs that go into the bushes, and if we were to keep walking through the woods, it would bring us to the Hippie Tree. And I just finished actually reading another story about the story or the legend of two boys finding a patient from the asylum in the bushes near the Hippie Tree. And there's a whole number of stories, but right now I'm going to go up and we're going to check out a graffiti house here on the property of the psychiatric hospital, the abandoned psychiatric hospital. Let's go check out the abandoned graffiti building. Okay, guys, I always like looking at cool street art and I don't know, the talents of some of these street artists and some of the graffiti that you see, but there's the asylum, the old psychiatric hospital right down there. Now we're in the bushes. We're kind of far up into the bushes, and this is an abandoned graffiti house. How cool is that? Keep moving forward. Let's see what we can see here. Alrighty, guys, so this is the graffiti house, and if you actually look at some of the artwork on here, it's actually really, really well done. You can tell that someone has, or these people have quite a bit of talent with street art. So if you like street art, it's kind of cool to see this. Now, I've seen pictures and I've read about this. but I don't know if there's an entrance. It looked like it was blocked off. Now, the manhole cover was off, so people were climbing a ladder to go down, and that may be how they get in. But let's walk around the whole building. Let's see what's down here. Oh, there's nothing really down there. Alrighty. Look at the colors used. Now, this makes me think of the Hippie Tree that's not very far from here. But I can, like I said, I can see why people come up here, because it is really peaceful up in the woods right above the old asylum or the old psychiatric hospital. Thanks, guys.